aluminum foil pans at Big Lots, like you do a turkey or something in, and I put the chargers inside there and the batteries if I'm taking them off my bike. I will put them inside those aluminum foil containers, because if there was a fire to happen, which is rare to ever have it happen, but it does, that pretty much the fire will be contained inside that foil. So that I have a little more peace of mind knowing that I did that. As I say, on these bike trails in Ohio, around here especially, I mean, we got some of the best bike trails in the nation. And of course, most of these bike trails, they converted from rail trails, and that's why they're so flat, because of the trains using them years ago. Speaking of trains, I noticed that they averted the strike for all the rail companies, the union. That would have really crippled our country. The shortages we are already experiencing with all the shipping and everything, and we didn't need the trains to stop running, because they deliver pretty much everything as far as coal. On your left, as far as like I say, any kind of coal, or and so many different things that we use on every day. On your left,
thank you.
that it's good that we diverted that. There is so much as transportation through rail is quite big. So we averted that one. Of course, the economy again is not doing well. It just, you know, it's definitely seems to be getting worse. I am definitely a conservative. All these free handouts and everything that this administration has done in the last 2 years has crippled this economy. I mean, I don't know when they're going to stop spending money. I mean, we're $31 trillion now in debt. So this administration we have in place right now, we need to get to the polls this year and vote. I have a lot of liberal Democrat friends, but I just don't believe in the policies that are being put forward here. You know, it just really started with this, all this fires and looting and damage that these organizations did a couple years ago, and you know who they are. That nothing was done. Everything was overlooked. But let our former president have his home raided is another thing. And now we have this current administration saying that this Make America Great agenda, basically calling us terrorists, and that's just not true. We just want the right thing to be done. On your left, well, justice needs to prevail both ways. But being a Christian, if you read the Bible, you'll see a lot of this has been prophesied. Morning. We're hearing more and more about the one world order, and you can see all of our money is just, you know, we're going to be cashless one of these days. So I read my Bible every day now. I'm seeing things now that I didn't see before when I'm trusting God and reading His Word. On your left. So I encourage people to get out and vote in November. These midterm elections are very important. Like I said, I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican, independent, get out and vote. But I do know we need to see some changes in this country. Inflation's, I think, what, 8.1% now, which is in reality probably closer to 20%. If we throw in food and housing into the mix, which they took out. So back in the 80s, that would have been 18 to 20% inflation. And just some of the policies they put forward with the border. I just heard the other day we have 2 million illegal immigrants have crossed in the last 2 years. I am all for legal immigration. Absolutely. If they come in this country, on your left, and they do the right things and apply and become legal, I have no problem with the people coming in this country. But we have to have it done legal. So our border security is just a mess. And then we talk about transportation with all these electric cars. I mean, it's fine to go electric if you can afford them, number one. Number two, we don't have the infrastructure to charge all these batteries. We're already talking about rolling outages as far as some states are going through now, California and a couple others. There's already an energy crisis in those states. They think, you know, they want the Green Deal and all this, and they put all these solar windmills in, you know, and go completely solar. That's not the answer. We can't just get rid of fossil fuels. I mean, if you look across the world, what's it doing to Germany right now in Europe? Their energy costs have skyrocketed. And now with this war in Ukraine, and Russia just pretty much cut off any kind of oil supply to Europe, that it's caused a lot of problems. I got a little road closed up there. It's been closed for a couple weeks, so I've had to do this little detour here. The detour they want you to go is like 2.5 to 3 miles out of the way, which I'm not doing that. I get right back on the road up here once I get to it, and I'll get back up on the trail here pretty quick. I'm down to about 85% on my battery now, and I've come almost 9 miles. So that's pretty good. But if you got any comments on any of this things that I've talked about, rather it be in our world and our country, and anything about God you want to share with me, please leave them down in the comment sections. Here's this little detour up here. They want you to go left and go another 2.5 miles to get back where you need to be, and I'm not doing that. How you doing? How much longer you think they'll have to get it done? Good. You got a while then. Oh my gosh, next June? Got to be really careful here. It's These e-bikes really don't do well on this gravel. Especially, now if I had my 20-inch bike, I would have no problem with this, but you've got these gravel and it's a little bit tough. But I'll get back over here and get back on the trail here. Yeah, I've noticed with this bike, I got to be really careful in this gravel because these tires just slide all over the place. So I'm cautious. Yeah, we're coming back up where I can turn back off the trail. Back onto the trail, shall we say. Yeah, I'm about another 15 to 20 minutes I'll be at my location. I got about 6.5 miles to go. I see deer all the time on these trails. I videoed a couple of them yesterday when I was out. There's a river that goes along the trail up here that they really like to come out of those